On August 19th, a powerful full moon will grace our night sky, bringing with it the potential for monumental change. This isn't just any full moon, it's a cosmic event that might reshape your world in ways you never imagined. In this video, we'll explore why this particular full moon is so special and how you can prepare yourself for its transformative energy. Let's kick things off by diving into the nitty-gritty of what makes this full moon tick. Every month, Earth's faithful companion completes its cycle, showing us its fully illuminated face. But the August 19th full moon? It's got a few tricks up its sleeve. This particular full moon falls smack dab in the middle of Leo season, amplifying its already potent energy. It's what astronomers call a supermoon, a term that might sound like something out of a comic book, but it's got some serious scientific backing. Supermoons occur when the moon reaches its closest point to Earth in its elliptical orbit, coinciding with a full moon phase. This cosmic alignment makes the moon appear larger and brighter than usual, like a celestial spotlight illuminating our world. But here's where it gets really juicy. This August full moon is the last supermoon of 2024. It's like the grand finale of a cosmic fireworks show, pulling out all the stops for one last spectacular display. The moon will be a whopping 14% larger and 30% brighter than a typical full moon. Imagine the night sky lit up like never before, casting long ethereal shadows and bathing everything in an otherworldly glow. This isn't just a treat for the eyes, though. The closer proximity of the moon during a supermoon can actually affect Earth in tangible ways. Tides become more extreme, with higher highs and lower lows. Some even claim to feel the pull of the moon more intensely during these events, like an invisible cosmic force tugging at their very being. So when you look up at the sky on August 19th, remember, you're not just seeing a pretty light in the sky. You're witnessing a rare celestial event, a cosmic dance that's been captivating humans for millennia. And who knows, maybe this extraordinary sight will spark something extraordinary within you too. Now let's shift gears and peek into the mystical realm of astrology. If you're a skeptic, hang tight. Even if you don't buy into horoscopes, the astrological perspective on this full moon offers some fascinating food for thought. In astrological circles, this August full moon is creating quite a buzz. It's happening in the sign of Aquarius, opposite the sun in Leo. This cosmic tug-of-war between Leo's fiery individualism and Aquarius's cool collectivism is setting the stage for some major shakeups. Astrologers believe this full moon is all about breaking free from old patterns and embracing your authentic self. It's like the universe is holding up a mirror, asking you to take a good, hard look at who you are and who you want to be. Are you living your truth, or are you stuck in a rut of outdated beliefs and behaviors? For fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this full moon might feel like a spark igniting your passion and creativity. You could find yourself bursting with new ideas or suddenly clear about your life's purpose. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, might experience intense emotional revelations like waves of insight washing over you. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could feel a strong urge to make practical changes in their lives, maybe reshuffling priorities or reassessing long-term goals. And air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, well, this is your time to shine. You might feel particularly in tune with the Aquarian energy of this full moon, potentially leading to breakthroughs in communication or social connections. But here's the kicker. Regardless of your sign, this full moon is said to bring unexpected changes and revelations. It's like the universe is shuffling the deck and dealing out wild cards left and right. What seemed impossible yesterday might suddenly feel within reach. That crazy idea you've been sitting on, this could be the cosmic nudge you need to finally go for it. Remember though, astrology isn't about predicting the future. It's about understanding the energies at play and how you can work with them. So whether you're a true believer or just astro-curious, why not use this full moon as an opportunity for self-reflection and growth? After all, a little cosmic inspiration never hurt anyone. Let's face it, full moons have a reputation for bringing out the wild side in people. We've all heard stories about emergency rooms getting busier or people acting a bit loony. But is there any truth to this lunar law? Let's dig into the emotional and psychological impacts of full moons and why this August 19th moon might pack an extra punch. First off, it's worth noting that scientific studies on the lunar effect have yielded mixed results. Some researchers have found correlations between full moons and increased emergency room visits, crime rates, or sleep disturbances. Others have found no significant link. But even if the jury's still out scientifically, the belief in the moon's influence is powerful enough to create a self-fulfilling prophecy for many. During a full moon, many people report feeling more energized, emotionally charged, or even agitated. It's like there's an extra buzz in the air, an undercurrent of excitement or tension that's hard to pin down. Some folks find it harder to sleep, tossing and turning as that bright lunar light seeps through their curtains. This August full moon, being a supermoon, might amplify these effects. You might find your emotions running closer to the surface, or notice that you're more sensitive to the moods and energies of those around you. It could feel like someone turned up the volume on your feelings. The highs might be higher, but the lows could feel lower too. But here's the thing. This heightened emotional state doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, it can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and growth if you approach it mindfully. Think of it as an emotional magnifying glass, bringing your true feelings into sharper focus. Maybe you'll gain clarity on a relationship issue that's been bugging you, or finally admit to yourself what you really want out of life. So how can you ride this emotional wave without wiping out? First, acknowledge that you might be feeling more sensitive than usual. Give yourself extra space for self-care. Maybe that's a long bath, a nature walk, or just some quiet time with your journal. Meditation or deep breathing exercises can help ground you if you're feeling overwhelmed. It's also a great time to engage in creative pursuits. All that lunar energy can fuel some serious artistic inspiration. Paint, write, sing, dance, whatever allows you to express those big feelings in a constructive way. Remember, you're not at the mercy of the moon. By staying aware of its potential influence, you can harness this energy to dive deep into your psyche, confront hidden truths, and emerge with new insights. Who knows? This full moon might just be the catalyst for some major personal breakthroughs. Humans have been moonstruck for millennia, weaving lunar lore into the fabric of cultures worldwide. This August 19th full moon taps into a rich tapestry of beliefs, traditions, and historical events. Let's take a whirlwind tour through some fascinating lunar legacies. In many Native American traditions, each full moon has a specific name and significance. The August full moon is often called the sturgeon moon, named for the giant sturgeon fish that were easier to catch in the Great Lakes during this time of year. It's also known as the green corn moon or grain moon, marking the ripening of staple crops. Across the pond in Europe, this moon sometimes goes by barley moon or fruit moon, again tied to the agricultural cycle. These names remind us of our ancestors' close connection to nature's rhythms, a connection many of us have lost in our modern, electrified world. In Hindu culture, the August full moon often coincides with Raksha Bandhan, a festival celebrating the bond between brothers and sisters. In China, the August full moon sometimes aligns with the Ghost Festival, when the boundary between the world of the living and the dead is believed to be at its thinnest. Historically, full moons have played starring roles in many significant events. Military commanders have used the light of the full moon to launch nighttime attacks. Slaves in America used the full moon's light to guide their escape on the Underground Railroad. And who can forget the iconic images of Apollo 11 landing on the moon in July 1969, forever changing our relationship with our celestial neighbor? This particular full moon, being a supermoon, connects us to a more recent cultural phenomenon. The term supermoon was coined by astrologer Richard Noller in 1979. but it didn't enter popular consciousness until the 2010s. Now, supermoons have become media events, drawing people out of their homes to witness the spectacle and flooding social media with lunar snapshots. In a way, this modern moon mania echoes ancient lunar worship practices. We may not be building temples or performing elaborate rituals anymore, but we're still drawn to gather and marvel at the moon's beauty and power. So as you gaze up at the August 19th full moon, remember, you're participating in a tradition as old as humanity itself. You're connecting not just with the night sky, but with countless generations who have looked up in wonder before you. In our fast-paced, ever-changing world, there's something profoundly comforting about that continuity, don't you think? All right, moon gazers and cosmic adventurers, it's time to get down to brass tacks. How can you make the most of this celestial spectacle on August 19th? Let's run through some practical tips and moon-inspired activities to help you tap into the full potential of this lunar event. First things first, viewing the moon. For the best show, find a spot away from city lights if you can. The darker your surroundings, the more brilliant the moon will appear. If you're stuck in the city, try to get to a high point like a rooftop or hill. Don't forget to check the moonrise time for your location. The moon often looks largest when it's near the horizon, creating the famous moon illusion. Got a pair of binoculars or a telescope? Dust them off. While the supermoon is impressive to the naked eye, some magnification can reveal incredible lunar details. You might spot famous features like the Sea of Tranquility or the crater Tycho. Now onto some moon-inspired activities. Many people use full moons as a time for reflection and intention setting. Why not start a full moon journal? Write down your thoughts, feelings, and goals during each full moon. Over time, you'll have a fascinating record of your personal growth and life's ebbs and flows. Full moons are also great for cleansing and charging crystals if you're into that sort of thing. Simply leave your crystals out in the moonlight overnight. Even if you're not big on crystal energy, it's a nice ritual to connect with nature. Feeling creative? Host a full moon art party. Gather some friends, set up easels outside and paint the moonlit landscape, or try your hand at moon photography. Capturing that perfect lunar shot can be a fun challenge. For the culinary inclined, why not prepare a moon-themed meal? Round foods like pizzas or mooncakes can represent the full moon. You could even try your hand at some full moon water. Simply leave a container of water out under the moonlight and use it for drinking or watering plants. If you're feeling particularly adventurous, consider a full moon hike or camping trip. There's something magical about exploring nature under the soft glow of moonlight. Just be sure to prioritize safety and bring appropriate gear. Lastly, don't forget the power of simple observation. Sometimes the most profound experiences come from simply sitting quietly and watching the moon rise. Let yourself be awed by the vastness of space and our place in it. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to experience a full moon. Whether you're conducting an elaborate ritual or just stealing a glance out your window, what matters is that you're taking a moment to connect with the natural world and perhaps with yourself. So on August 19th, look up, breathe deep, and let the moon work its age-old magic on you. As we wrap up our lunar exploration, let's take a moment to reflect on the extraordinary event awaiting us on August 19th. This isn't just any full moon. It's a celestial phenomenon that combines rare astronomical conditions with powerful astrological significance. From its larger-than-life appearance in the sky to its potential for sparking personal transformations, this full moon truly has the power to change everything. So mark your calendars, prepare your minds and hearts, and get ready to witness the magic of the cosmos unfold.